Hi everyone, welcome back to Brookdale Farm. Today we're cutting hay. Now, we don't cut a lot of hay, we only cut about 100 to 150 bales for our cattle. And today is the day that we're going to start doing that. Now, we're standing out here in our hay crop, in our oat crop here. We're just a little way in. How do we know when the oats are ready to cut? If we take an oat, good dog nipper, and just squeeze it a little bit, you can see the white milky stuff coming out of it. This is what we're looking for. The top oats should be like that, the top oats on each plant, and the bottom oats should just have a clear liquid coming out of them still. That one's a little bit milky. This year the oats are not drying evenly like they mostly do, so we've got some that will be cut just a little bit late, and some that we're going to be cutting just a little bit early, and some of it's just right. So it's a bit of a balancing act, because you take between each row there's differences. So this one here is quite a lot too late. There's others here which are not yet ready. That one's perfect there. So we're going to wander back and have a little look at our hay mower. We're pulling it with our Chamberlain Countryman 6 again. Here we have a Hesston 12-foot mower conditioner. So there's a reel on the front here that pulls the crop in. Down in here there is a sickle bar mower. So this plate here moves backwards and forwards in between these teeth and cuts the crop. Takes it up into this spiral here which moves it down to the center of the machine. And the conditioner part is where it squashes it between these two steel rollers here. Now this just puts a bit of a crimp in the stems, and this assists with drying out, and the hay is ready sooner. If we don't do this, the hay takes quite a while to dry. This just makes it a little bit quicker. And as hay around here is so weather dependent, today it's looking cloudy again. We've got a 20% chance of no rain. We'll wait and see whether we actually get anything, but other than that it's a really good day. Now this mower also steers on this bit here. There's a ram here which swivels the drawbar, and this allows us to change which side the offset is on for the mower. I'll show you that in a minute once we get it going. The other interesting thing about this particular mower, down here on the PTO, on the back of the tractor, we've got a large hydraulic pump. So instead of having a PTO shaft that runs right the way to the back of the mower, we've got a hydraulic pump up here, and on the mower we've got a hydraulic motor, and this runs everything down the back end. A lot of mowers have got shafts with bearings and universal joints going all the way back down there. This is just a different way of doing it. Alright, so let's start it up and get it into the crop and see what happens. Now whenever we start using a piece of machinery like this, for the first little while, it takes a little while for it to polish everything up and for the crop to start flowing smoothly through it. Usually about 5 acres or so, so we're going to have to watch out for blockages as we start off, and we're going to have to go quite slowly. After that we can speed up a little bit. The disadvantage with these sickle bar mowers is that they are a lot slower than the more modern rotary mowers. But the rotary mowers have a huge amount more maintenance, more bearings, more gearboxes, more spots to grease, and more spots to go wrong on them, and they're a lot more expensive. This one was still being used to cut quite big acres until I bought it last year, and hopefully I'll get a chance to show you what they upgraded to from this one. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. I've just had to jump out here quickly because we've planted some little olive trees along here, and I just wanted to stop and see where they were and how they're going. They're actually looking really good. This area gets very wet. Olives are a great stock feed, but they're also really great for helping to keep your water table down a bit and to stop it getting quite so boggy. So it's nice to see these looking so good. While we're out in our hay paddock here, just paused from hay cutting for a moment, I'd also just like to say a big thank you to my 100 subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. I hope you're enjoying my videos, and I really appreciate your support. we've cut the hay, we're left with this windrow behind the hay cutter. Now this is going to be our hay. At the moment it's still full of water and there's a lot of moisture in here. So we need to leave this sitting here for 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the weather, to dry out. We want to get this down to about 12% moisture before we bale it. Because of the rollers and the way it has crimped it and squashed it, this really helps to dry this out a little bit quicker. If we didn't have the crimpers on here, we would need to turn this and rake it several times in order for it to dry out. Often when we do it like this with the crimpers, we don't need to turn it at all, or if we do, we only need to turn it once or twice at most for it to dry out. If it doesn't dry out enough and we bale it up, it starts to rot within the bale, and this can cause high temperatures within the bale, and the bales can actually catch fire. Same happens if you leave them out in the rain and they get wet. They start to compost internally, and it can be quite dangerous if you've got a whole shed full of them. So we'll leave this for a bit. We'll come back and have another look at it next weekend and see how it looks and assess whether or not we're going to need to turn it. And then we'll look at starting to bale it. I hope you've learned something from this. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.